Hey, Smokestack Onan fans, Johnny C from New Jersey. Yesterday we did a load test of this DJB-MS generator with a 12 kilowatt head at about 6.3 kilowatts for about 30 minutes for fuel consumption. The video didn't come out too well because when I was running the generator, apparently my voice was not loud enough to overcome the sound. So we're going to do things a little bit differently today. Basically, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what we got here and how we're going to do the test. Len out there wants to see this today's test done with no load to see what kind of fuel consumption this thing will consume. This DJB-MS has less than 3 hours of total use on it. I got the motor basically off of Craigslist for 300 bucks. Got the generator head off of a junked DJC, rebuilt the head, you know, did everything, you know, yada yada yada, and here we are. So anyway, what do we got here? Okay, we got some diesel fuel. We have our weight scale, okay, as you can see right here, and our timer. So what we're going to do when everything is up and going, I'm going to zero out the scale just to make sure everything is cool, which it should be. And I'm going to kick off the timer, and we're going to watch it for about 30 minutes. Of course, you know, the video is going to be a lot shorter, but, you know, I'll cut in and out every now and then. And after 30 minutes, we'll stop the timer, and we'll check and see how many pounds of diesel fuel, pounds and ounces, and then we'll do a calculation from that point to see what this generator actually uses with no load. So give me a couple moments here. I got to get things all set up. I'm going to crank up the engine, get it up to operating temperature. When everything is all good, like I said, I'm going to zero out the scale just to make sure everything is cool. Start the timer and we'll do the test. Okay, hang in there. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, we're back again. I had the motor running for a few minutes. It should be up to operating temperature. Again, I'm talking far back from this generator because this diesel motor is kind of loud. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk in. I'm going to show you the Johnny C homemade control panel just to show you what we have as far as voltage, power, all that other stuff. We should have about 120 volts, you know, no power consumption whatsoever, yada yada yada. Again, we're doing this as a load test. Actually, I should say an unloaded test to check fuel consumption. Then I'm going to show you the scale and the timer. What I'm going to do, I'm going to click the scale to zero it out. I'm going to click the timer to start. I'm going to let it run for about 30 minutes, periodically checking. And at the end of 30 minutes, we'll have a conclusion as far as how much fuel this thing is consuming with no load, okay? So I'm going to walk in. I am going to try talking. I'm going to talk loud this time compared to the other video. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me. All right, here we go. All right, let's take a look and see what we have for a load, voltage, and everything else. All right, clearly we have no load whatsoever. Okay, you can see right here, power, nothing, no current, no nothing. Everything is good. Running about 62 hertz, 61 hertz, 0.9. Take a look what we got here. During the warm-up, I consumed about 4 ounces of fuel. So here we go. I'm going to zero it out. Hold on one second here. It's kind of hard to do with 2 hands. Okay, what I want to do is get this on the start. All right, here we go. I'm going to zero. Oops, this one right here. And there we go. All right, so we're going to check back in. Okay, so let me just walk out here. I don't know if you were able to hear me over the sound of the generator. So basically right now, we're just going to let this thing run for about 30 minutes. We're going to check in periodically. This thing right now is sounding good. As you can see, I'm just going to do a quick walk around. You know, the air is warm coming out of the heat from the cylinders. That's obviously cold. Again, this is a 12 kilowatt head. That we got from the junk DJC. It's going to be kind of hard for me to show you the numbers off of the DJB-MS. Let's see if I can get that. I don't know how clear that showed, but anyway, what do we got here? We got 1 minute 10 seconds. Okay, so we got about another 29 minutes, 28 minutes and 50 seconds to go. All right, we're going to check in periodically, okay? Hang in there. We'll be back. Okay, we're back again. We're nearing the 6-minute mark. Let's take a look and see what we got going here, okay? The fuel we use so far. How we doing for oil pressure? We're doing good? Doing good there. Alright, so that's where we're at the 6-minute mark, okay? We're going to let it run for a full 30 minutes. I don't know what to do for the rest of this time. I mean, I'm just standing around doing nothing. Maybe I'm going to take a bike ride, all right? Anyway, we'll be back shortly. Bye. Okay, we're back again. We are now past the halfway point. Let's see what we got so far. We're about 17.5 minutes. And we use 7.5 ounces of diesel fuel. Again. No load. Everything running good. Oil pressure still good. A little flapper is still good. By the way, this thing makes a rattle. Let's see here. Well, you probably. I mean, I can hear that it's much not quieter, but you just don't hear that rattle like a metallic sound. But anyway, no big deal. All right, how we doing over here? Obviously, that's cold. That's warm. But again. Thing is just right on the way. All right, we'll get back to you in a little while. Again, we're going to do 30 minutes. We are closing in on 18.5 minutes, okay? So we'll be back. Hang in there. All right, we're going on to 30 minutes in a few seconds here. Let's see what we got. Stopped it a couple seconds too soon, but anyway. All right, what we have here is our scale with 1 quart of diesel fuel. There was a lot of controversy as far as the weight of diesel fuel. We've seen different figures taken from the internet. So the suggestion was to weigh out a gallon of fuel. Now here's the thing, I don't have anything that's precisely calibrated for 1 gallon. So what I do have, I have a quart measuring cup here. It's going to be kind of hard to focus on the lettering here. So take my word, it's filled exactly up to the 1 quart line. The scale was appropriately zeroed out the whole 9 yards. And what we have here is that 1 quart of the fuel that I'm using, and by the way, this is reddish fuel, this is off-road diesel, but that shouldn't really matter, is 1 pound 12 ounces exactly. Okay, so that's 1 quart, times that by 4, and that would give us the weight of 1 gallon of fuel. We'll plug everything into the formulas that people have been providing to figure out exactly how much this DJB-MS with the 12 kilowatt head consumed in the no load test. We previously did a test with what was it, 6.4 6.3 kilowatts for 30 minutes. We'll rerun the figures based on the weight of the fuel that we just measured out. So that's really about it here. Once again, what does a quart weigh of the diesel fuel that I'm using? It's 1 pound 12 ounces. And by the way, this scale is fairly accurate. We use this for the 30-pound tanks that we charge AC with. This is an older model, and it's pretty good. So anyway, that's about it. So we'll get back to you with the figures as far as the fuel consumption. Hang in there. Well, folks, after doing some calculations, well, we figured it out. This set here will run 0.223 gallons per hour at no load, which, according to Lynn, I guess it falls in line with the specs. So that's pretty much it for this no load test, and I know this video is gonna suck because I'm using a video editing program that I have no clue what the hell I'm doing, because Microsoft Windows took away my Movie Maker video editing program. which I got to like pretty well. But anyway, that's about it, and we'll find another test to do, and hopefully we'll have a better video. Till then, this is Johnny C from New Jersey, saying, hey, keep the Onans running. Bye-bye.